Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1-6. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter as Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and of course, tomorrow morning as well. And you can feel free to click on that link on the Facebook side to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say a belated happy holidays, promote yourself, promote your business, whatever you would like. Okay, so let's get started on the word page. I do want to point out at the cover story, 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 handy hints for winter. And if you have some handy hints to add, definitely let us know by filling out the form at the bottom of the page. Okay, let's go to the word page, the nonprofit and government information page. There are some really great programs and services being offered by area nonprofits, the city of Durham, and also Durham County, and also, of course, the state of North Carolina. So just go up and down the page and see what pertains to you. Okay, let's see. In fact, let me tell you about how to get rid of your Christmas tree if you haven't done so already. So it looks like what the city of Durham is doing this year, they are doing free pickups of Christmas trees for those who are already current yard waste customers. So they'll pick up your tree for free. Also, the exempt service customers, those are the folks who cannot make it to the curb with their rollaway cart because they're elderly or have a disability. So they can get their Christmas trees picked up as well. The rest of us can drop off our trees. You can go to the Waste Disposal and Recycling Center on East Club Boulevard to drop off your tree. Weekdays, 7:30 to 4. Saturdays, 7:30 to noon. If you don't want to do that, then there are 7 parks that you have to choose from. Bethesda on Stage Road, Campus Hills on South Alston, Herndon on Scott King Road, Merrick Moore on North Hoover Road, Rock Quarry Park on Stadium Drive, Southern Boundaries on Third Fork Road, or you can go to Valley Springs Park and Valley Springs Road. So you can drop off your trees and then they'll pick them up on Saturdays this month, every Saturday starting tomorrow. Okay, the Durham County libraries are all open until 6 today, including Bragtown. They all reopen tomorrow at 9:30. Bragtown is closed on Saturdays. Now, let me tell you about this North Carolina Council of Churches program. Let me scroll down to it. There's a lot more on this page. So just check it out at your convenience. So the North Carolina Council of Churches, they have this program where they give away money to congregations that put together programming and services or maybe special events dealing with certain challenges. I'll tell you what the challenges are. You can choose from tobacco cessation and prevention, healthy eating, increasing physical activity, mental health, HIV/AIDS, healthy aging, or you can deal with the drug overdose crisis. So if you can put together some kind of programming, special events, classes, whatever, you can get a mini grant for up to $1,000. Now there's a program called community grants where at least 3 congregations come together. And I need to point out, when I say congregations, I'm not just talking about Christian. These are for all different houses of faith, Muslim, Jewish, whatever. So again, so if 3 congregations, a minimum of 3, come together, you can get a community grant for up to $5,000. Now they have BIPOC mental health grants, BIPOC, of course, being Black, Brown, Indigenous, people of color. So those congregations who are still dealing with the aftermath of COVID, loss of housing, jobs, etc., and of course the mental stress because of that, you can get grants between $5,000 and $10,000 if you're dealing with those mental health challenges related to COVID-19. So just read all about that by going to the word page. And as far as the North Carolina Council of Churches listing, that's also on the praise page. Okay, let's go to the health page, To Your Health, where I do have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates, also places where you can pick up your rapid, free COVID-19 at-home tests. You can do that as well. Let's see, the American Red Cross has a few blood drives I need to tell you about. If you're able to help out, they would love that. So let's see. Today being Friday, they are at the Clements Funeral and Cremation Services. They're already there. They will be there until 3. They will also be at Emmanuel Baptist Church. They just arrived and they'll be there until 5. And then they will be at the Bethesda Ruerton Club on South Miami Boulevard from 1 until 6. Now, tomorrow they will be at St. Matthew Catholic Church on Mason Road from 10 until 3. Okay, and I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. Wait a minute. It's Friday, and that means that HELP is open. Health Equipment Loan Program. This is a county program where people donate things they no longer need to Project Access. So it's like wheelchairs, pickup sticks, the grabber sticks that people use to pick up items in the store on shelves in their homes. Also, bedside commodes, canes, tub transfer benches, whatever. So if you have something like that to donate, they'll take them, disinfect them, repair them, and then long-term loan them to people who can't otherwise afford them. They're open today from 1 until 5, and they are now on North Roxborough Street. All the information that you need is right there on the health page. To your health. And now let's go to the Let's Go page. So there's not a whole lot going on. It's right after the holidays, so there's not as many events happening because people are regrouping after the holidays, making their plans for this coming year. So that's why this show is going to be pretty short. So let me just scroll down to 6. Let's see. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They do this every single workday. They give away meals from 3 until 6 to people in need. I said workday. I meant to say weekday. So if you are in need, you're hungry, stop by between 3 and 6. They'll ask your name, and then they'll give you something to eat, which you can enjoy right there at their picnic table outside. Also happening tonight, African heritage and Afrofuturism is being celebrated at the Gojo by Gusha. It's called Jam Bay Nights from 10 until 2, free admission. And I saw it for the first time. I wasn't quite sure. I knew that it was off of Main Street somewhere. So I did see Gojo by Gusha because I went to the relatively new ice cream shop. It's called, what's it called? I think it's called Jenny. Anyway, the ice cream was scrumptious. Yes. So they're in between where Divines is and Albemarle Street. So it's in this tiny little, you just turn in, this is tiny, adorable little parking lot. And then you see the two places, the Jenny's ice cream. And then right beyond that is Gojo by Gusha. Okay. So again, that's going to be from 10 until 2. Now, let me tell you what's happening tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's show does start at 10, but let me tell you what's happening tomorrow morning so you don't miss out. The January Cars and Coffee at Road Scholars on Page Road tomorrow from 8 until 11 a.m. This is for people who love to gawk at cars and the engines and the accessories and all that. Also happening tomorrow morning at Pilgrim United Church of Christ, they're having Zumba at Pilgrim. You can learn how to do the different steps. Zumba is like a workout to music. So it's going to be tomorrow. It's free from 9 until 10. Again, if you love cars, they're having First Saturday at Porsche South Point. This is on Kensington Drive over there by South Point, streets at South Point from 9 until 11 for people who love cars and Porsches and all that fancy stuff. So that's going to be tomorrow from 9 until 11. Free, of course. The South Durham Farmers Market, their winter hours, 9 until noon in the Greenwood Commons Shopping Center South on Highway 55. The Durham Central Park is the site for the Durham Farmers Market. Their winter hours, 10 to noon. And of course, there's no Durham Craft Market because it's really cold out and they're not really out there during winter time. The Old North State Jam, they're going to be having their first Saturday open jam during the Durham Farmers Market in Durham Central Park from 10 until noon. You can join in. It is a jam after all. They play the old-timey fun music, with the banjos and the dulcimers and that sort of thing, and the fiddles. So you can join in if you like. The Triangle Blues Society, they're having their first Saturday Blues Jam starting at noon. It's going to be tomorrow, noon until 3 at the Blue Note Grill. And I'll remind you about that tomorrow because, after all, tomorrow's show starts at 10 tomorrow. Let me just tell you real quick, if you're a bike enthusiast, Durham Parks and Recreation, they're going to have their Full Moon Fever bike ride tomorrow night, 7:30/8:30. Read about it on the sports page, and also let's go. I'm telling you now so that you can get your bike ready, with the little oiling, and make sure you have your helmet and the light and all that sort of thing. All righty, let's check the weather. Guy, our cook, is waiting in the wings. And if you're saying, darn it, I wanted to come on the show, you can always do so. StreamYard is a program that I'm using, so there can be 10 people on screen at once. So don't be discouraged if you see Guy joining the show, because you can join as well. Let's check the weather. It's 51 degrees. It's sunny. It's going to be sunny just about all day. We're going to have a couple of clouds floating around. It will go up to 54 this afternoon. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy and 51. Let me see what's going to be on Sunday real quick. Let's see. So tomorrow, 51 and cloud. Oh, it might rain Sunday. So 46 Sunday with a 40% chance of rain. And then it looks like 50s and 40s all next week, which is fine. It's wintertime, isn't it? Okay, let's bring on Guy, our cook. Let's see what's happening in Washington State. Guy, what is new?
Hey, thanks for having us on.
Sure.
New thing.
Ooh.
Just yesterday, my wife's ex-husband, he's going to go in to have surgery for a heart valve or something. So they were doing the pre-surgery diagnostic, right? Make sure he's healthy enough to do it.
Gee.
The guy's got COVID. He has no symptoms at all, and he's got COVID. They're kind of scratching their heads, and I'm sharing it here because
you want me to click on that? Click on this?
Well, no, yeah, you can click on that. That's has to do. I was looking at analytics
that's something else.
For Route 6,
Mm-hmm.
and a big percentage of people are mobile, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, what's a mobile user going to eat or click on or like the best? And I said, I bet it's a QR code. So in this example, I've got a branded QR code that I made for the Massachusetts cruisers. Can you see it okay?
Yeah. Is that a logo in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah, you can put the logo in the middle. And I've got the link up there for...
Now, it's new to me because very often when you see these QR codes, you don't know what they're going to, what they...
Yeah.
I like the idea you can put a logo in there.
And so yours truly has branded every episode coming up on the Guy Our Cook Report. I've got a thing like that with the logo for the Guy Our Cook Report. So if you're measuring the traffic that you're getting and you see a large number of people that are mobile, this might work. I'm still, the votes are still out on if it's the one, but I'm thinking it might be.
Interesting.
As opposed to saying, if you've got a mobile device, click here. I'm just putting the QR code in.
So QR codes, are they always used to direct people to different websites? Is that their primary use?
Different elements of content. Like this one goes straight to the Google. I don't know if I can click on it and get to there. No, I can't click on it.
So you can direct them to a certain page of a website.
Right. Like this one goes to the January newsletter for the Massachusetts Cruisers Car Club. Now, you know about NFL football, right? Big thing.
I know what it is.
Yeah. The parking lot at the New England Patriots football team stadium, big, huge parking lot. That's where this car club has their car shows because there's that many people.
Oh, wow.
Because you were talking a minute ago about how you could, knock on the engine and so forth. Well, there's some fenders to lean on. Well, you probably shouldn't lean on. I shouldn't encourage people to touch the cars. Anyway.
Yeah, the two car shows that I was talking about are at dealerships. Naturally, they would like for you to look at their cars as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I had an experience today. I went to a new coffee shop when I was waiting in line to get my wife's Subway sandwich. That's what she wanted for lunch. I noticed that next door, the brand is called Dutch Brothers. I don't know if they have those in North Carolina or not. But anyway, it's where you go to get espresso or latte or whatever. And there was always 4, 5, 6 cars waiting. And they had a girl with a little, I think she had an iPad taking orders from the people who were waiting in line.
Okay.
So this morning, I told you about the Diet Cranberry and the tea. This morning, I went over to Walmart to get some tea. Or no, to get cranberry juice. And I said, if I'm going to be out in the car, I should go over there and get coffee. We find out if those guys got good coffee. And 2 thumbs up.
Yeah? Excellent. Well, there you go. A little plug there.
And they have an app because the guy, when I was waiting in line, came out with a tablet. You have the app? He said, this is the first time I've ever been here, ever. So I didn't even know you had an app. But I do have it now. I do have an app on my phone. And what it does, I'll tell you, I've just started using it.
These apps are really intriguing because when I went to the ice cream parlor, I'm pretty sure it's called Jenny. So my friend Donna, my friend Awesome, so all 3 of us went. And Donna's a big fan. This is my first time going to this ice cream place. And she treated us to ice cream, which was very sweet. Thank you, Donna. So anyway, here's the thing. So while we're eating our ice cream, we're sitting outside because it was really nice yesterday. So she checked her app and they gave her a $5 thank you bonus.
I mean, for the ice cream parlor has an app?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that the best way to get repeat customers?
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking, everywhere I go, I need to get their app.
Speaking of repeat customers, when I started the app up on my phone, it says, when's your birthday? I said, why? Because you get a free coffee on your birthday.
I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about. I love that kind of marketing.
So it's just like the Bull City Hangout. We get a ton of information about what's going on in Durham.
Oh, yeah. And actually, I invite people because sometimes I miss items. I'll tell you what infuriates me, Guy. I studiously check the different social medias for announcements.
Right.
I hate it when after I'm done with the show, these events they pop up. It's like people, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have an event tonight. Let me put it in Facebook real quick." And I'm like,
they'll tell you at 2:00 in the afternoon, "Hey, tonight we're having free pizza over at the First Church." Yeah, I've seen that happen.
And sometimes they don't. They've already been on Facebook. You could tell because the input date is very often listed on Facebook. And even though I'm searching for Durham, somehow they don't all show up.
Well, that's because sometimes you have people that aren't really tech savvy as far as social media events go, and they're not sure how to go about doing it. And they call up their nephew who's in high school, and he walks them through how to do it. Of course, it's 3:00 in the afternoon, and the event happened at noon. But anyway,
yeah,
that's why. I
That's
am
the first
for
one.
everyone watching. If you want to know how to do something online, like post an event or whatever, YouTube. The how-tos on YouTube are tremendous.
And what kind of information can we get when we watch the Guy Our Cook Report?
If you've got something to do with a website, whether you're an owner or a content manager or just looking at new stuff, that's where I've pretty much set the stack to being. Like this QR code, it was inspired by the Massachusetts Cruisers Car Club in Massachusetts,
Okay.
part of Route
Okay.
6, one of the 14 states. And then I got to looking on Google and I said, well, what's the best QR code maker? And this one puts the logo in. You can have two colors.
I've
Wow,
never
that's
seen one.
pretty cool. And it's free. I said, God, that's great. Well, it's free for the first month.
Oh.
So I'm going to go back to Google and look for the always free QR code generator, because I know they're out there. And maybe I won't have one that's the ability to put the logo in the middle like a Cruisers got their logo. But
I thought I had a QR code generator on my phone. I think I used to. I don't think I do anymore. No, I guess not. I think I did it one time. I might have dumped it because there was a charge for it.
That's,
I don't have.
I don't know why. I mean, people expect everything to be free, and I know, probably you should expect it to be free unless it's a really, really good thing. Well,
to tell you the truth, I have yet to generate a QR code, so I'm not willing to pay for something I'm not really using yet.
Well, it's interesting. Read up on QR codes. Like they've got a smallest size you can use. Since it was first invented back in the mid 90s, I think it was.
Okay.
There was like version 1. Now they're up to version 40.
Oh, okay.
So in the first versions, there was like, I don't remember, 2 or 4 things that made up the QR code symbol, the graphic. Okay. Now this latest version of 40, there's over 100 different things you can put in there. Like you can put in like what is the picture on the wall behind you about or whatever. I don't know, but it's pretty detailed stuff. Pretty detailed.
I'm going to wait to see what you come up with, and then I'll check it out.
Yeah, I will get back to you when I find. I don't want to share this QR code monkey because it's not free forever.
Exactly.
You can kick the tires with it, but
I know you're going to come up with something, so I'll wait.
Well, I have to. The guy at Podbean said, "What are you going to do for 2023?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to start having QR codes," because I'd already made that leap before the question was asked. So I was really thankful I had an answer for that question.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to skedaddle. Thank you, Guy, for coming on the show as always.
Hey, I hope that I got a pearl in this oyster somehow or another.
And I hope that gentleman you talked about earlier, I hope he's okay. I don't know. I guess you can't be operated on if you have COVID. Is that going to stop the operation?
They're making him wait at home for the week or 10 days. I think it's 10 days now.
I know he was disappointed.
When I had it, I think I had to wait 10 days, maybe 9 days before. I took the test at the urgent care, the walk-in clinic. And they said, "Yep, you got it." And then I took the at-home test, which little did I know, when you take the at-home test, there's 2 bars. Like on a pregnancy test, there's 2 bars.
Okay.
And I forget the letters, C and T, whatever. Well, I had 1 bar. I said, "Oh, God, I'm not over it yet." So then I Googled it and looked it up. Said, no, the first bar means you did the test correctly. You got enough stuff in it so
Okay.
that it's going to give you a valid readout. The second
Okay.
bar is whether you have the disease or not.
Okay.
So I kind of went like that because I was just sure, oh man, this is the prolonged exposure. I've got to have another shot or something probably.
So what were the first, I know I got to go, but I'm just curious, what were the first symptoms? How did you know that you had to take the test?
Coughing, coughed my head off.
Oh, okay.
Like, usually you clear your throat like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Mine was
So are your lungs clear now?
Yeah. And
because
my daughter-in-law gave me the cure. If you get the cough, right, and your throat's going to be raw, take tea, because she knows I drink tea, put lemon juice in it and honey. Well, I didn't have any honey, but I had lemon juice. Knocked it right out. That tickle went away.
Yeah. Nice. Well, thank you for that, because I don't intend, nobody intends on getting COVID.
Oh, I'm wearing a mask every day. Somebody, how they're saying we're having a big flu thing going on? Somebody in the county that was 65 plus, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, passed away from the flu.
Man, so, they say you can die from the flu. Yeah.
Yeah. So that, that thing about wearing the mask when the COVID was going on, the social distance. I'm doing that
now. Kept people from getting the flu too, right?
Well, there's 3 bugs going around now. There's that RS respiratory, upper respiratory.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And they say only kids get it. No, everybody gets it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't think because you're over 10 years old you're immune. You're not. Okay. And then there's COVID, and then there's the flu. And the flu is a doozy.
Well, I don't intend on getting any of those. So
good idea.
Fingers crossed.
On the subject of Pat getting out of here and getting things done, let's quit talking and start walking.
Okay, Guy. See you soon.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. That was so fun. It's always fun when Guy drops by. You can do so as well. I do Bull City Hangout weekdays, noon, Saturdays, 10 a.m. So tomorrow's show will be at 10. So don't forget, and I'll see you tomorrow then. Have a beautiful day. I don't think it's going to rain. We're going to have some clouds today. It's going to be cloudy. We're just going to have a couple of clouds today. Tomorrow's going to be cloudy just about all day. And I think it's going to rain. The first day of rain that we're going to get for the week is going to actually be on Sunday. So with that, have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow at 10. Ciao for now.